welcome back. SuicideFantasyFootball.com 2012 edition. Telling you what you need to hear about the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL. If you listened to us last year...
That's what I was going to say. If you listened to us last year, you made money. You probably won your fantasy league. Jim at SuicideFantasySports.com. Send all the gift certificates, all the thank yous and everything. We're going to go this year. Double it up.
All right, Jim, give us your top 5 quarterbacks first.
Number 1, I think there's no doubt whatsoever, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the NFL. There's no question marks. There's nothing. The only thing that can stop Aaron Rodgers is an injury, and never draft fearing an injury unless the guy has a serious history of injury problems. Number 2, it's a tough one for me, but I'm going Drew Brees. I think he has definitely the pedigree. He's shown he can put up numbers. Marcus Colston's still there. He lost Meacham, but it doesn't really matter. Debbie Henderson and the big weapon, Jimmy Graham. I think Brees is going to put up the numbers. Not get to Aaron Rodgers status, but rewrite back up there. Number 3, probably a surprise for most people. I'm going with not Drew, Matt Stafford.
First time
I've called him the right name ever. I think he has overcome those injury problems. You're not really worried about him anymore. He's got Megatron. Tidy Jones is going to develop a little bit. Pettigrew and Scheffler, tight end. They got running backs galore. I think this is really his year to get into that elite status. He had a breakout last year, but this year he'll be going elite. Number 4, I got Tom Brady. He's easy going. You know he's going to produce. I think Brandon Lloyd's going to have a huge year. I think Gronk falls off a little bit, but you got Aaron Hernandez. He's got everything you want. He's absolutely a fantasy stud year in, year out. You can predict him to fall off or drop off. He doesn't do it. He puts up big numbers, Tom Brady. And number 5, Cam Newton. I picked him as a bust last year. I don't think he's going to ever be a really good NFL quarterback. Fantasy football is a different animal. It's money. It's winning. I think he's going to be an incredible fantasy football player. I think he's going to throw interceptions, but I think he's going to run for touchdowns. I think he's going to throw a lot of touchdowns. I think he's going to put up huge numbers again this year. So my 5, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Matt Stafford, Tom Brady, Killer Cam.
Oh, I fell asleep with Jim's rambling. Going to give you my quarterbacks. He's got most of them right, just in wrong order. First, you've got Aaron Rodgers. Nobody can argue with it. He's got the weapons. He's the man. No doubt he's your number 1 guy. Number 2, Tom Brady. I don't see how you could look at it any different. With all of his weapons, he's going to throw probably, he's a given for 4,500 or more yards. And to me, when you can get a quarterback that's got that amount of weapons, going to throw that amount of touchdowns, you grab him. Third is Drew Brees. He's got a little bit of question marks, Jim. Who knows what's going to happen with the New Orleans team and offense surrounding all the problems of the offseason of 2012. Also, 4, I've got Matt Stafford. I do believe this is his year to become an elite quarterback. A little bit worried about injuries. I know you said he's past his injury problems. To me, 1 successful season doesn't put you past injuries. And number 5, I'm going a little bit too, but it's not Cam Newton, it's Eli Manning. And although I hate the New York Giants, fantasy football doesn't matter. He's the number 5 guy. He's got Nix, he's got Cruz. He brought in Martellus Bennett, who I think is going to be a big addition over a Kevin Boss or whoever they had last year, your ginger boy. So I think Eli Manning, not that he's going to go back and win another Super Bowl, but be a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
Eli Manning is the sling blade of NFL quarterbacks.
Tell us what you think. Jim at SuicideFantasySports.com, Eric at SuicideFantasySports.com. Check us out Monday nights, 8 to 9 o'clock on Blog Talk Radio for Fantasy Football Overload, and get weekly what you need to know to dominate your fantasy football league.
Don't forget, subscribe to our videos down below. We're going to put out videos every week. Everything you need to know to win, win, win.